Touchdown. Let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Saints offense gets ready to take back over the football. Earlier we talked about Drew Brees having the complement with a great backfield, and Ingram and Kamara once again were great last week in that win, weren't they?
How about evoking these names? Roger Craig, Wendell Tyler, San Francisco 49ers, 1985. Because this is the fourth time that Kamara and Ingram have been over 100 each, right, from scrimmage?
Right.
Fourth time this year. The last time anyone did it that many times, Roger Craig, Wendell Tyler with the 49ers.
Wow. Back in 1985, correct?
How about that?
And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
And there was a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Brees on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go again with Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Wilson on second down. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, 34 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Walsh. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Again, it's Kamara. And some space here. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Toss play. Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he is knocked down from the side, right around the 31. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. Breeze now on 1st down. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. knocked to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, here's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are back within a score. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes, add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny, I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one, where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Well, Charles, let's shift gears. I've got to ask you about what's going on in the AFC West.
Do you? Do you really?
I have no idea.
I mean, no,
Kansas City's lost 4 straight. Denver's lost 8 straight. What's going on?
We'd all love to know, wouldn't we? Because I don't know how you felt about it, because I won't put words in your mouth, but I feel like the consensus around the country was this is the best division in the NFL. 3 teams potentially could go to the playoffs. Yet, as you noted, Kansas City's an absolute free-fall. Oakland's on a nice little run right now. They've gotten themselves back into it. They're tied with Kansas City. And the Chargers are also tied with them at the top, all at 6-6. And many think they're the hottest ticket. Forget tiebreakers right now. This division will work itself out. Oakland and Kansas City play next week. L.A. Kansas City play on Saturday, December the 16th. And Kansas City plays at Denver, and Oakland plays at L.A., 12/31, New Year's Eve.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go read option with Wilson. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case,
and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Haoli Kikaha coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run with Davis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Wilson. And he hits the former Saint, Jimmy Graham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45. The 44. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. They give him a gain of 38.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
Here's Davis now. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Mike Davis, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Breeze. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sheldon Richardson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Throwing now is Breeze. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, Wilson. Finding some room at midfield. And left side here, it's Graham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Got some real estate inside the 30. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Saints will have the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Breeze now on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Easy. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Ready. Ready.
On first down, Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. K.J. Wright in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Breeze to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Now Breeze, got to have this one. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Breeze now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take it across midfield.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Davis. They find some open field here. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here.